YouTube, hi, it's Nick from Genesis Lacrosse again, and I'm going to be giving a head overview and showing my new custom stick. What I picked up yesterday was an Under Armour Command U in gray. I went to Lax World in Lancaster, PA, which makes sense because as you can see, this is not where I normally do my videos. I'm now a college student. I'm going to Lancaster Bible College, pastoral ministry major, really blessed. This school has a lot of great professors, and they've molded me in so many great ways. No, that's not why I'm wearing the tie. I just felt like dressing up today. Put a little Trinity knot. Nice little tie going with the shirt, looking great. But yeah, let's get back to this head overview. So I went into the store the other day, just looking around, and same problem many lacrosse players have. We get distracted by great looking sticks. So I walked in, saw this Command U, and I was just like, man, that looks really good. I like that gray. It looked good, good to have. And I really wasn't planning on buying anything. I assure you, okay, maybe I was planning on buying something in the back of my head, but I walked in, found out some places to play up here, so that'll be good. Just in the time before I get a club team started for men's lacrosse. I'll be meeting with the athletic director at some point, so I'll give a video overview of how that goes, what's going on with starting a team here, and how that's all going to work out. So a little bit about why I got this head. I'm going to be putting it on a Nike Vapor Shaft. I know it's a little weird, Nike and Under Armour together, but I really don't care. They're both two lightweight products. This head has a lot of stringing holes. You know, it's got a fairly good amount. I like the face shape to it. Good universal spec. Nice round. It's very much similar to the Nike Legacy that I have with the traditional pocket. It is the reason I'm not playing with it is just because I want to switch it up, get something a little different, something that I can maintain a little easier since I don't get to play as often. Do a lot of reading, schoolwork, and just not really having a team. And sometimes it's nice to just switch things up, do something a little different, and play great. So this head is going to be getting black striker, East Coast dyes, hero mesh. I'll be using Gemalax strings, and I'm not really sure what pattern I'm going for. I think I want like a baggy mid, sort of, just because the offset's like right in that mid low. So something real nice that'll shift a little high to really hold it. Shift to low because I'll be doing a little bit of box lacrosse. I may be doing a little bit of box lacrosse here soon at a sporting ring. Yeah, this head thus far looks great. They got some cool texture. I don't think you can see it very well, but it's really cool. It's almost kind of like the Nike Lakotas, how on the back of their scoops, similar to that. They got those little grooves here, my finger rubbing across it. But yeah, so stay tuned, and I will start playing this again once I'm all done stringing this up, and you'll get to hear my review of what I think about how its stringability, what pattern I'm using, any recommendations, problems I run into, and how throwing with it works out. I may not throw with it yet, but that'll be another video that will definitely come if I don't put that in this one. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I'm not wearing my tie anymore or even a dress shirt. I just got back from shooting around with the new gamer. Here she is. NCAA legal and NFHS because that's the only specs. But yeah, I'm going to walk you through kind of why I strung it this way, how it's performing, and I'm going to review the head. To start off, as I believe I told you earlier, I put East Coast dyes striker hero mesh. I used Gemalax strings all the way around. I just used white sidewall all the way around, black heavy top nylon, 2 black shooters. As far as the top string, nothing fancy. I didn't do any triangle top strings. Just regular 9 diamond in all the holes, and to keep the center from not being super loose, you tie it through that little diamond part, and then carry on with your what's it called? Top string. Sorry, I'm really out of it after running around. As far as the pattern, I skipped the first hole when doing the top string. So what I did was, this is where I actually start the top string. What this did was, I didn't want it to be too loose up top. I didn't want when I was stringing it to just sit and bunch up too much and give a lot of slack for whenever it comes time to actually pull it down and anchor, and then it sits awkwardly. So tied it down. That helped it to be nice and round with the scoop. And then for the sidewall, I started on the hole above it, tied it twice, that way it didn't go through, and it just gives it a little bit more, I guess, hold right there. It went through. So the pattern was, I skipped those two. I did a knot, skipped one, SI, then another SI, skip, another knot, then I did a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1, and then a 1 to tie it off. So as far as pocket depth, it sits really nice. It sits like right in the center, or like right in the middle. It drops low really well, shifts up to snug, and then when I want to shoot, it releases really well and comes off of here, off this top nylon, just really well. Overall, it's performing really well. The only difficulty I had with this head was really, actually, I didn't really have much wrong with it. It was a little hard making sure I got a good channel. Sometimes with these heads that are a little bit more round coming out, you know, you got to make sure you don't either over channel it, because you just want that extra SI. That little bit too much, it might come down. And while stringing it, I accidentally messed up on this sidewall, and I skipped an extra hole that I shouldn't have up here on that secondary SI. The second SI. I skipped a hole on accident. But that was stringer error, nothing wrong with the head. This head, it's fairly light. Whenever I'm playing, you know, it's not too top heavy, so I'm not like really feeling it. And then the shaft, you know, it's not too heavy either. So they balance out really well. And the ball when cradling, because of this offset, I really like where it is, because it's great for when you really want to cradle and just get going and take off. Yeah, this head was not hard to string. So if you guys are looking for a really easily stringable head, this is definitely a good head to choose. It's great for just about probably any pocket. High pockets might be a little bit harder because the flare on the end is not so aggressive. You know, it doesn't come up and then have like a hard aggressive pinch like a CEO would, or the like a Lakota. So yeah, for a universal head, I love it. I used to like going with something with a really like tight pinch and then a hard flare. So M80X, that was a big one. I loved the Tribe 7P7. What else? Even the Swarm X, that was a great head. And yeah, this plays really well, and I really like the way the Hero Mesh performs with its pocket setup, because Hero Mesh has a really good feel. This is a semi-soft. I don't believe they've dropped the Striker semi-hard, but it just, as you can see, like, it just shifts, and when you push on it, it has a nice little bit of give. So when you catch it, it's not like smack and then rolls. And because it's semi-soft, I like it because it still retains its shape. It's not too floppy where it's just like all over the place non-stop even when you're not doing anything. It just comes in and sits. So yeah, this pocket primarily is mid-low. That's just my personal preference. I've always played mid-low, either mid-low or a really baggy mid. I really like to be able to just feel it and allow it to shift, and I think part of that is because of using traditionals for a while. I used traditional, the first time I used it, it was at a summer lacrosse camp, FCA, Gettysburg Lacrosse Camp, and it was really great experience, great people. But the only thing was, you know, at the time I didn't know how to maintain a traditional, so it was a little weird. But when you get playing with traditionals, you feel it shift, you feel everything. So Hero Mesh is really great because for a semi-soft mesh, you can feel a lot and it performs well. And then my other favorite aspect of this stick is just my tape setup. So this is my new gamer, but I don't like using too much tape. That actually, well, one, it tears up your gloves, and two, it's just, I don't know, sometimes I don't like actually that much grip. So when I was facing off, until they changed the rules where you had to have 6 inches of tape of a color opposite of your head and your shaft, you'd have 6 inches of tape. I used to hate that rule because when it came time to play, I'd get too stuck while trying to do like a hard fake, or if I had to come down and catch and then like bring it back or something. I didn't like it, just not enough movement. But what I do is I actually electric tape my butt end on. Reason being, sometimes I don't like having tape there because it gets too gummy. You know, sometimes tape it'll wear out and it'll get that gooey effect. Well, sometimes I've tended to have that on my butt end a lot more just because my hand's always there and it's rubbing a lot more than anywhere else on my stick. And whenever you get mud or you get like a lot of gunk on it, it's really hard to get out. And I don't like tearing up my butt end. Whenever I'm pulling it off, I don't want to have to like cut my butt end on accident because the tape won't come off. And electric tape's really good about coming off. So yeah, and then I use 3 little strips. This is Renfrew hockey tape, which is very nice. On here, this is some tape I got from Gym Ice, and it's really, really hard to see. You can see a little bit of a shadow on it, change in texture. But this has been on here for a while, and these two up here, I just like a little bit of grip up here. I don't like too much where my hands are like stuck and locked on. I'd rather it be locked on down at the bottom, where whenever it's time to pull, it's just yank. You know, I'm not like going around. So, yeah, guys, that's my overview of my new gamer, the Under Armour Command, and I highly recommend picking it up. And if you're looking for a store and you are in Lancaster, PA, definitely stop by Lax World. Great store, good quality service. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy.